Sorry about that. Day 2 of E3 2018. And, well, I would say Microsoft and even Bethesda were pretty good this year. I didn't get any notes with Bethesda as, well, while I'm interested, their games are more shooters and Skyrim, so they're not, like, on my radar. But when I ever do get out of my comfort zone, I might actually play them. So let me go with my notes. I want to cover up what we had so far. And we had a pretty good lineup, especially that reveal of two big shockers they revealed after. Actually, three, but I'll get to them soon. Let's see. Okay, let's begin. They showed up the new Halo game, which was Halo Infinite. It's been a while. It does kind of feel like it's been a while since we've seen a new Halo game. I remember when we got the Halo reveal like way back. I actually remember that. I don't remember actually. What year was that? I think it was 2011, 2012. It would have to have been around when I was in college, of course. When I started college. That kind of says how old I am. So they announced it. So how they started the conference was actually pretty good. They said how many games that they were going to talk about. I missed out on what was the third thing, but they said 50 games, 18 exclusives, and 10 are world premieres. I think it was. So they showed Ori. Oh, sorry, I should not be saying Ori. I think is pretty interesting. I would say I'm, want to play a lot of like side-scroller games. I kind of grew up with some of them. I know I did. I mean, half the stuff I played was probably side-scrollers, so that's on my list. So we had a new software game from Software and Activision, which was Sekiro. And you know how From Software games are. They look interesting in just the lore they have, as well as looking very hard. I can't wait to play it. Maybe I want to play that. Although the one of the software games I want to play are Bloodborne, as well as the Bloodborne, Dark Souls. Yeah, I don't know what my brain is kind of blanking out on Dark Souls. Of course, they have another kind of game that's probably coming out, which is similar, but that Cold Vein. But I don't think that's From Software. I think it is. So then, of course, now I think I have what they call their service, which was so of course Fallout 4 is going to be launched on their free play, and we had the first look of Fallout 4 76, which is actually a prequel to the whole series. So of course, and then we got from Square Enix, a few things from Square Enix actually. We had Life is Strange, a game which is Captain Spirit, which is we're not in our prequel with a certain character. We finally got Crackdown. And Nier Automata is going to come to the Xbox. So it's going to have all DLC with some new costumes. I think new costumes for 2B and 9S. That's awesome. And we got to see Metro Exodus. And this is where I'm gonna fill this list of mine and say and I'm gonna wrap all about what they showed off with. So yeah, let's talk about Kingdom. I know I'm saving a lot of my Kingdom Hearts discussions for Kingdom 4 later, but oh my god, they showed off Kingdom Hearts. It was awesome that they built it up because remember, Kingdom Hearts never been on Xbox. For the longest time, it never been on Xbox. It's been on Nintendo, but it's never been on Xbox. And Frozen. Yes, I know a lot of people like Frozen. They don't want to let it go, blah, blah, blah. They want to build a snowman. They don't like it. And a lot of people didn't want it to be wrong. Blah, 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 blah. But the fact that we had this reveal, and it was awesome how they built up. We saw no Keeper's transformation. We saw stuff we've seen before in the other trailers and also the premiere event. And we got to see a lot of stuff. We got a bit of story. But I want to cover the story stuff tomorrow. But the fact that we got a secret trailer, we got 3 actually, but technically only 1, and if in Japanese version you can hear a lot more like the characters talking in that one, whereas in the English one you don't hear them yet because they don't have the voice acting not synced into those yet. So if you're curious about that, it's because it's not being dubbed, it's not been synced yet. So bear with us on that one. Now, I'll talk a lot more about the Dark Aqua thing when we get there. If you haven't seen it, let's just say, you know how a lot of people may have made a lot of jokes about who might actually follow Darkness in the series? Well, yeah, how about that? Now, let me get my list back. I like kind of do my list to say screw the list. Let's go to another big reveal they had. Okay, mine's the Sea of Thieves. Of course, we have Sea of Thieves expansion. We have, of course, a new Forza game, Forza Horizon. They talked about a lot, like 5 developer groups that they added to part of Microsoft Studios. Let's see if I got our names right. Undead Labs, Playground Games, Ninja Theory, keep that in mind. Compulsion Games, and Compulsion Games. Now I show up a Happy Few. Again, well, I'm not really like all for first-person games. It does look interesting, so I might watch it. Of course, we have PUBG expansion, and now to focus this again, we'll talk about another bigger shock that they showed off. Now there was rumors about a Tales of Hysteria remastered or a definitive version, and we finally got that. This is going to be the version that was the PS3 version, and we finally get all that content. Now, the translations are going to be a bit different because this is going to be based on, make sure to stay in line to the translation that probably were that. And because it probably happened, we have not been confirmed if they have recorded or record a lot of the dialogue, record everything, because Patty's also added. Patty's new character was in Tales of Hysteria PS3 version, so we're not 100% on that one. But it's coming out in winter 2018. I mean, that's awesome. And if you notice, minus Graces and Tales of Vespia. Sorry, excuse me. Tales of Leah 1 and 2. There are a lot of Tales games on the PS4. No, it's going to be PS4, Xbox One, Steam, and Switch. So Tales gets that whole Bandcamp Namco hint about a Tales game going to be on Switch. That's what they're talking about. I wonder how long it's been developed. We have not heard anything about this. They've been quiet about this, and then we just had the rumors that happened. Then we had the April Fool's joke. We had who the funk it that we actually be true. Yeah. No, I have nothing against that game, but I'm excited to play it because it's one game I'm interested in, but never got to play it because of reasons. And I guess because I'm kind of interested about this game, so I came to play it. Now let's returns. Now let's talk about. They talked about Fast Start, and the Game Pass announced to play today at Xbox on X1 S. So, and then we finally had a new skateboard game. It wasn't Skate 4, but it was Session. So we had a new skate game. Now, to finish up my list, we have another new game, which is Black Desert. And then, the thing that shocked me, a new Devil May Cry game. Not the reboot, a new one. Whether you probably only like the first one, the third one, or how anyone sees it, it's crazy to think that we actually have a new Devil May Cry game. We're back. We're back to the white-haired Dante. I didn't really hate the black-haired Dante. I wasn't even in that drama. But it's awesome that we actually have a new one. It's great. It's awesome. It's kind of crazy that we're actually here today to be here today. Dying Light. And then another big shocker was Battletoads. I think I remember Battletoads. I think I remember people talking about that sometime. But who the fuck could, again, that we would have a Battletoads? So, I guess not much left for me to talk about in my notes because I kind of stopped taking notes just to relax a little bit. And if you want to find out anyone who's done a better job, I do recommend Rooster Teeth, who covered it much better than me. So I probably will leave their videos up so you can probably check them out. I do recommend it because it's pretty cool. So of course, we have the shock with Gears of Pop, which was coming 2019 on mobile, and of course, I got Gears of War 5, and Tunic, which is like a Fox legend, like kind of reminds me of Legend of Zelda in a weird way, and that's kind of it. So that's not much to talk about apart from Elder Scrolls 5. New Elder Scrolls games could be like all these systems that could have like a cross play, cross connection to it. Really, there is not much to talk about. So, I guess what's left? What do I think of this conference? Well, I'll say this: Microsoft, you actually have convinced me more and more these past few years to actually get a Xbox One S, One X, or whichever Xbox One, because I'm more of a Sony person. I'm more Nintendo PC, and when it comes to PC, it's like I want to, but you don't want to. It's kind of tough to deal with them and how much they act. So, congratulations, you guys actually convinced me. There were, of course, now Bethesda was, of course, talk about Rage 2, and I guess that's really, like I said, it's really it. So tomorrow, there's a lot. We got a lot of conference, so expect a pretty long discussion in this one, which felt more just getting to the meat and potatoes. And I gotta take a lot of notes for that one, or just listen to videos that record afterwards, just listen to it. So I will, as always, I will leave you a link to I'll leave you a link to a few other videos that you're probably more interested in. And if you want, you can probably find me tomorrow, which I will be covering the next stuff with Square Enix, PC, Ubisoft. Ubisoft, I'm not expecting much, but good Square Enix is gonna have some stuff to show, including maybe we'll see the second trailer because there are 3 trailers. Volume 1 we saw, so we have 2 and 3. What can they show? Because we haven't seen anything for orchestra. But again, I will go into the orchestra stuff tomorrow. So that's for me. I'm gonna sign out again. Hope you all have a good night. Take care.